Thank you to Vankyo for sending us this sample. This is the Vankyo Leisure 3 mini projector, and it's an older one, which is probably why they sent it to our tech channel that is a little bit underperforming compared to our e-reader channel. This is around $100. It comes with a lightning cable for iOS, and it also only hits 1080p, which isn't exactly 4K or 2024 standard compliant, but let's look at it all the same, and it is an LED projector, not an LCD projector. So let us crack this open, show you guys everything that comes in the box, and we'll wait till we have a little bit more time in our busy schedule to do a full review of this. That's a nice bag in and of itself. I want to keep that bag. I mean, I'm not sure how many times we will be moving this around our office, but you know what? It's a nice bag just alone. So it comes with a very nice canvas bag. It's a two-tone. That looks a little bit too fashionable for just a storage kind of use case. And the zipper, wow, the zippers feel very high quality, and they actually glide quite well along its rails. So we have a generic controller, and funnily enough, over on our e-reader channel, we just finished a Big Me monitor review, and this almost looks exactly like that. A lot of companies just go to OEMs and they white label things, so they probably just put their logo on a generic controller. What do we have in the box? We have a standard wall AC outlet. This isn't an adapter. It doesn't have the adapter in line. It'll either be in the box or this plugs directly into the thing, in which case the adapter is located within the unit we are speaking of. Fun fact, this works on almost everything from a Dreamcast to a PS2 all the way up to PS5, computers, a lot of different things. Monitors use this standard of plug. So if you have this plug around, you don't even need to use with this one, and if you lose it, they're a dime a dozen. Oh yeah, that's old. Right there, we got a set of RCAs with a stereo 3.5mm headphone jack. RCAs, if you don't know, if you're born in the 80s and 90s, you'll know what these are. These are mono and stereo left and right. And this will be your video feed, and it'll be positive and negative for the outer ring and the prong respectively. Oh man, haven't seen one of those in a long time. But to up the standard, we do have an HDMI cable, so that's good. What else do we have in here? We have a set of, I'm not entirely sure what these ones are called, but these are the old school, I believe they're 9 or 11 pin monitor cables that I believe are referred to as VGA. I'm not entirely sure. Please correct us in the comments down below. And you have these that thread onto it so you don't haphazardly rip it off. Now it does look like you have multiple languages here, and you can also just go to their website. We have Japanese, Spanish, German, English, French, and Italiano. And it looks like, yeah, it's an Amazon item, of course, which is why they send these to reviewers everywhere. So we'll kind of just put the Amazon link down below because we won't be selling these ourselves. This is pretty light for what I expected it to be a little more beefy, and it feels like the majority of the internals are off on the lens portion because I can almost see through this grate, and there doesn't look like there is too much going on inside. Might just be some heat sinks. Oh, and there we go, right there. There's a heat sink, as I called it, and there's that VGA. It is called VGA. Perfect. So we got ourselves some VGA resolution compatibility here. If you guys are keen enough on doing that. I don't know if there's any on-screen. Is there even a screen here? Okay, so I assume you would use the lens to project onto a surface in order to get UI elements to manage your trans flash, aka your SD card, because it does have an SD card on here, and it has AV, which is going to be your RCA to your 3.5, and then it has a dedicated set of headphones, aka 3.5 right there. And it almost looks like they use the same body for both a single USB and a double USB, because this one is not yet punched out, but that one is. And we have the power on that side, and we have a fan on the back with, I believe, that's IR, so that would be your infrared that you would point your remote at. You can use smart remotes and just program it. Fun fact, again, you can actually teach smart remotes to do different things by simply just using the IR to program whatever you're pointing it at, be it your fan, be it your air conditioning unit, etc. You have a focus dial, just pretty tightly geared, I like that, and keystone right here. You have up, down, left, right, more, it looks like a back button. No, that's the back button, that might be the home button or return, and the power. So do not look into the lens. That's actually very important. Do not look into the lens ever. It is a great deal of light. It is not meant to look into. It's a convex lens that projects a whole image. So do never look into the lens of a projector. Nothing pops up. I don't think there's any onboard screen or anything like that. No. So it is a mini projector. It is fairly small, as you can see here. It's smaller than both my hands. It is kind of the size of, I don't know, 2 foot-long sandwiches from Subway. Not even, actually. It's like a lunchbox. I don't know. Here we go. We're going to get into the full review in a future video. Thanks for stopping by.